Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next daily recap with the Dadas trading system. My nick is Dadas, of course. It's not my real name; it's my nick, and that's the nick I'm known around in the community, in the trading community. And of course, I'm streaming to you live from the Dadas Trading Room Discord server. I invite everybody sincerely. The link of the invitation is below in the descriptions. I stream my screen every day from around 10, 11 o'clock Central European time. That's UTC plus 2, all the way until 11 p.m. UTC plus 2. And that's when you can meet me there, you can talk to me, interact with me, and see my screen. Apart from trading, I am also very interested in philosophy and sciences, and I like the philosophical discourse and epistemological discourse. Of course, for the English speakers, I would advise them to meet the street epistemology to join the street epistemology channel. This is something that I like to promote as well. That's a pretty strong channel with all kinds of interesting people from all around the world. There's like over 4,000 users on that channel, and that's where we can meet and speak and type in English, also in Spanish and in French. As far as I know, there are like sub channels of in the street epistemology channel where people can speak in those languages. So you are sincerely invited. You can meet me there as well. As far as trading is concerned and the daily recap, well, let's have a look at what happened today on the DAX 30. This was one of those days where all of a sudden the DAX 30 was like making up the norms, right? So today the daily range was over 396 pips, right? So basically, and the majority of the move actually took place after the opening of the London session, and it started earlier on the Asian session. Now, when I got to the to my charts, well, it was pretty much pretty far into the movement. Anyways, I was at first I was a bit reluctant. I didn't know what to do. I said, "Oh, maybe I should wait." But then I saw, after this pause right here, so after this inside bar consolidation of the Harami type, I saw that the price was moving dynamically downwards, which pretty obviously meant that it was continuing to go bearish. So I jumped in. I kind of jumped in a bit late. I should have jumped in a bit earlier. Anyways, I jumped in and the price did move down. Then it started stopping and I got out of it. You can see my stop loss was already trailed to some kind of a profit here, and I got out at 16.59 pips. You see that the price in the next 15 minutes the price actually came back up, and I mean, even during those 15 minutes, it's before the end of the 15 minutes, it came back up to where I had entered it, and then started going down and then came back up again. So basically, I mean, on the price action of the second candle, I most probably wouldn't have gotten more pips. I would have probably closed at about the same area, and only the following candle dropped further and well, basically reached my take profit level and went a little bit further. However, we see that this was about the area where the price turned around. I mean, this price action right here was a pretty nice bullish potential, and that's why I entered long right here, because it pretty much looked like they would be the market would be going up, right? And so then it stopped, right? And then it stopped, and I figured out I gotta get out, so I got out. I didn't even have a take profit right here. I didn't even have time to trail my stop loss. I just figured out that that's it. Yeah. Basically, what we see here is that the price didn't move much higher, and then it retraced and retested the low. So basically, it would have been something like this, like right here or right there, right? Something like this. That's where the retest would have been, uh, and then yeah. So up, down, and then again right here we see that this whole price action was a pretty strong price action that suggested that the market would be going continuing up. I mean, basically we have a standard higher highs, higher lows, right? That's why I entered long right here, and the price all of a sudden started going down. And also this was the level of the monthly Dada's pivot point, right? So I thought to myself, well, this kind of stinks. I gotta get out. So I had my stop loss right here, well, which actually wasn't even reached. Yeah, it wasn't even reached. But what did I do? I figured out that if I close at 31 pips and turn around at 10, all I need is 3.1, 3.2 pips to recover the loss. So I turned around quickly at 10 lots, and I closed at 5.3 at 10. That means that is 53 at 1. So I actually made profit. I recovered the loss and made profit. Now, what happened next right here was a little bit shitty. Why? Well, first of all, I practically figured out that the price actually, well, that's what the price showed right here. It broke the pivot point, right? And it actually started treating this level as the support. That's why I entered long right here. Because I was thinking that there might be what is typical for the DAX 30 index very often. I mean, it doesn't happen every day, but very often happens like that, that when the price starts going like this, near the end of the day, it might even continue all the way up to over there. I'm not saying that it will, but it might make a 40 pips, even 100 pips movement. It's nothing unusual for the DAX 30 index. So that's what I was counting on. However, I was still hopeful here. You see that the price practically, well, it went a little bit up, but no, like maybe a pip or two, but nothing special. Now I didn't close that, so I was still hopeful right here. And then all of a sudden we see this pretty violent, let's say, well, relatively violent drop right here. So with this type of a drop, this could have triggered some kind of high frequency algorithm or something, and the price could have just like went down. It could have gone down like a hot knife through butter. So that's why I turned around right here at 10 lots. Unfortunately, the price didn't give me any chance right here. It just moved back up. No chance at all. Now, considering the whole thing, it was obvious that I have to turn around at 100 lots because that's what I can do. That's not all I can do. I can do much more on this account. So I had to do that. I turned around and recovered my loss. recovered those two losses and made profit. However, this these two stop losses, three stop losses even, three stop losses against two take profits, kind of lowered my Kelly criterion, optimal risk. So it was higher, it was 1.42, and it dropped back to 1.37. Anyways, here is the evidence of this trade, of this triple trade, right? Minus 150, minus 1,095. This altogether sums up to about minus 245, yeah, minus 245 and 46 something, right? Minus 246 something, and I made back 1,374. So this is minus 1,247, let's say, plus 1,374 with a little then. Altogether, a profit. And that's what counts, right? So basically, people often talk about consistency in trading. So what is consistent? What I would say, what is consistency in trading? Everybody or most people understand consistency in trading as consistency of realizing your strategy, right? And now, I have a question. How do we know that the strategy is actually objectively good, right? How do we know that we're not objectively only strengthening bad habits, right? Well, we don't. We actually don't. We say if we keep on being consistent in making the wrong decisions, and it doesn't even really matter if we are profiting or not, because we could be profiting and still making wrong decisions, and then at a specific point in time, those wrong decisions are gonna cost us, right? Because the market is gonna be brutal. I mean, like violently brutal, and take everything out from us. Because the market doesn't really care. It doesn't have any emotions. It doesn't even know about your existence, right? Or mine. So yeah, it just does what it does, and that's it. So the only consistency that counts is to make money, or to make more than we lose. And I guess that's the whole secret. That's the whole secret. All the rest is just, just little helpers. Yeah, so that's it. Like I say, please please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell. I post my videos on the YouTube channel. I also post them on my Dadas Trading Room Discord server. Like I said, the link is below in the descriptions. I post my videos on my Dadas it's Dadas. It's Dadas on Forex Factory. So you need to type forexfactory.com/Dadas, and you'll find my 3 threads there. Well, one thread is especially interesting, is the one that started in started in 2013. It's called Price Action and Day Trading by Dadas, and that's where you can find a lot of history and a lot of material to learn from, and even some tools that I made available on that channel. So I post them there, and the third place that I post is or maybe fourth even, I don't know, is on the on my Patreon, right? So you can find me on my Patreon, Dadas Trading System, on my Patreon, or Dadas Trading System Workshop, something like that. Anyways, the link is below in the descriptions. You can join me there and support me through Patreon, or you can support me directly through my PayPal, to which the link is also below in the descriptions. And then, if you decide to support me like that on a monthly basis, you will be granted the VIP role on my Dada's Trading Room Discord server, with which you will gain lots of interesting bonuses. Basically, all the monthly payments are remembered by me, and they accumulate so that you can then take advantage of, for example, my one-on-one workshop, or you can get indicators from me, expert advisors. You can ask for me to can ask me to code indicators or expert advisors for you, or whatever you like. I mean, you can even accumulate enough to get the whole system. And of course, the system is it's all about my coaching, my support to you with the whole system. Because basically, what you're paying for is not for the tools themselves, but for my time that I'm willing to spend with you personally, to coach you on my ideas. Now, yeah, and all the tools are then free, of course. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much. Please wash your hands, wear your masks. Please be careful, and see you next time. Bye.